was that the worst performance under Mark Robbins' tenure? Welcome back to Where Potters Walk. Not good enough against Southampton. Fans not happy. Another opportunity squandered. Joe Pierpoint says, absolutely effing awful. Weak mentality throughout the team, and we also were set up to fail. Is that true? Do Stoke have a weak mentality? And just what went wrong against Southampton? Delighted to have George and Carl back with us to give their views on just what on earth happened on Saturday. Hope you're well. Great to have you back with us as well. Coming up also this week, we're talking about the worst ever Stoke City manager in terms of style of play. That's coming up a little bit later on. Plus, we're up to the A to Z, we're up to letter N. Let us know. I mean, these two have struggled, I think, for this one, so let us know in your comments who you think should get in for this. Plus, we're also picking our January Player of the Month in a second as well. Lots to get through. Let's jump straight into it then, shall we, Carl? Where do we start with that game?
To be honest with you, I was going to throw a sickie for this podcast because I didn't want to live yesterday. I think that's what Ryan and Adam have done, to be honest with you. It was, as you said, the worst performance under Mark Robbins we've had. It had remnants of last season and the seasons before that. They were really bad. I mean, take nothing away from Southampton. Southampton were good, but we made them look world class. Everybody was miles off it. Lawal was miles off it. Rigo was sloppy. I could go on and on. I think Cisse was doing his running, but he never really did much with it. Poor Smith, he's coming from Stoke. He must have thought, what have I come to? I think there was no service going to him. He hardly touched the ball. And I just don't know where it went wrong. I mean, we can keep blaming injuries, granted, but one thing we can't blame yesterday, because I'm always hounding him on here, is the referees. The referee was fantastic yesterday. It was just, we were absolute shambles from the back to the front.
There's a few players, thanks Carl, there's a few players, George, that have been called out in the midst of all this. I want to get your opinion on whether they're right or not. First one from Rick. Bocat should never play again. He's a god-awful player who lacks any talent and effort. He's an absolute disgrace week in and week out. I mean, we have some reactionary tweets, and then there's this. Is that over the top, George?
Yeah, I think that's too harsh. I mean, he's just come back from an injury, and I think versus Birmingham, I think he was outstanding, and I think he has been good when he's come in a team this season. But to say that is a bit harsh. Yes, he did get cut open loads of times by Tom Fowles yesterday. That's what led to their goal yesterday as well. But he's a decent enough player. It's very harsh to say that. Yes, we've got Cres on the bench, and he'll probably be back for next weekend versus West Brom. But yeah, bit harsh on Bocat. He wasn't just the only player yesterday. It was miles off it. Everyone was miles off it yesterday. For minute one, everyone was miles off it, not just Bocat.
Okay. It was very, very unusual because I think like George said, I think Bocat's been brilliant, but he was just miles off it yesterday. Is this $2 million offer from overseas got his head spinning a little bit? I don't know. Is it just because he's come back from injury? Again, I don't know. It was just shocking. He was yesterday. He was one of the worst, along with many others, but he has rightly been pinpointed out for a poor performance.
Okay. Should we go through a few more? Potter Dave says, I don't give a toss if we can't send Bazunu back. We need a goalkeeper before the window shuts, because Tommy Simpkin, yes, you can fill in the rest there, Carl. Is that too harsh?
Again, I do think it's hard. I agree his performances are not good. I do think it's harsh. He's a 21-year-old keeper that's been playing in League One. He's been thrown in at the deep end. He's trying to fill in for Victor Johansson. We've been massively spoilt with Victor Johansson. Everybody knows that. He's very raw. He looks what he is. He looks raw. He's not really commanding his box. He's flapping at things. He isn't good, but I don't want to hound him too much because he is a young lad, and like I say, he has been thrown in massively at the deep end. So our fans are always there saying, let's give the youngsters a go, let's give them a go. We give them a go, and they're absolutely rinsing him. The performance wasn't good enough off him, but bit harsh.
Okay.
And before that, he kept 3 clean sheets before. To be fair, I know he didn't get tested enough, but when he has been tested, he has looked a bit dodgy. For the second goal yesterday, I think he could have come out, but Bocat should have miles better with the marker. But versus Middlesbrough, should have easily come out for their second goal. But yeah, we're missing Johansson very much, and it's a shame he's injured.
James says, yeah, not very good. Thomas and Cisse need to have an honest word with themselves. Absolute pathetic today. We created nothing. Constant backwards and sideways. Never looked to pass forwards. One of the worst performances in a long time. Schmidt got 0 service. For Woodley was good off the bench. There we are. There's a positive. George, you agree with all the above?
Yeah, I totally agree. I think the only chance I can remember us having was in the second half and nearly the last minute with Sacco hitting the post. Thomas was off it yesterday. Cisse was off it. But Flavour, when he came on, I think he was outstanding again. Then he came on versus Birmingham and got the corner for the goal. And I think he has those runs and he's 2-footed as well. I think he was outstanding when he came on and he scored as well. But yeah, not very good from Thomas and Cisse yesterday, but I think Favour looked really good when he came on.
I think so, but Thomas has been off it for a few games now. I mean, he's I know they'll hate me saying this, and they'll probably hang me for it, but he's absolutely rattled Middlesbrough. I don't care what they say. they think that Silver Thomas is rattled by Borough, but it's completely the other way around. For their admin, put him in off a post-match reaction. But I do agree with Borough fans. He was terrible at that game, and he's been off it for 3 or 4 games. I feel like people have sussed out that if they take our wingers out of it, in particular Thomas, they double up on him, and he just disappears. He completely disappears. He's been poor for 3 games. The only thing really he's done the last 3 games is, as I said, massively upset the Borough fans. Hello, Borough fans. Dry your eyes.
It's West Brom then up next, George. I mean, I don't know if you're following them much, but if you think you're playing badly, oh my goodness, they are stinking the place out left, right and centre. This should be 3 points this weekend, shouldn't it, if you just go for it?
Well, no one knows. With Chelsea yesterday, we'll probably lose 2-0 or 3-0. No one knows. We just throw the other teams 3 points away. No one knows. We'll probably go there and lose, but should get 3 points. I'm saying should, but we probably won't end up doing. But we should get over the line versus there. They've been horrendous all season, West Brom. They started the season quite well, actually. I remember them beating us at our place, but just went downhill from them. But should be 3 points to Stoke, but you never know. Might not be.
And then the next one after that, which we'll talk about more next week, is a reunion with, of course, Nathan Jones away at Charlton, Carl. So 2 tricky away games, but against 2 relegation candidates. So if you've got any aspirations for playoffs, surely 4 points is minimum?
Yeah, it's absolutely right what you're saying. I mean, I'm under the illusion, and I know fans have got a different opinion, and I prefer other people's opinions to mine. It's not dead and buried, the playoff isn't. There's always a team that makes the last charge. I just feel like the last few games, the injuries and everything have got us to this point. But West Brom have been absolutely awful. But as I say, Charity FC are rolling up at the Hawthorns next season, next week. So we'll see, but you need to be looking at them games, and I know we've got Leicester coming up who are not playing well as well. They like our next 3 games, and if we are serious and we won't make a go of it or improve from last season, them are the games we've got to be picking up points from now. Throw points away from there, and we're heading back towards our favourite position in the 16th.
The championship's closing up so much. Then I checked earlier. I think it's 5 points to 18th or something now. If like Chelsea win the other night, on Friday, so it's getting very close again. We just need to keep picking these wins up against the teams below down, like the Charltons and the West Broms and Oxford soon as well. So we need to take maximum points out of those 2, I think.
Yeah, well said. Right then, February is now on us then, so it's time to choose our January Player of the Month, if we can, please, Carl.
Goodness me, I'm struggling. I'll just say, from his performance against Birmingham, Ashley Phillips, I think. I'm really struggling to pick a player. You could have put Rigo in there, but unfortunately Rigo had an absolute stinker on Saturday, and that was the last day of January, so that's just ruined it for him.
George?
I was thinking Rigo, because I think he's been good all January, but yesterday was absolutely dire. I'll probably go with Rigo or Phillips.
Well, let us know in the comments if they've got that wrong. Now, last week we talked about best managers for Stoke. This week we're talking about the worst managers for Stoke. George, in your lifetime?
There's quite a few, I think. Probably either Narcissus Pelek or Nathan Jones for me.
Was Pelek's football that bad? I mean, he was a terrible manager, but was it entertaining to watch?
Oh, it was absolutely dire. I still can't believe he replaced him in the first place. From sacking Schumacher to appointing Pelek, who's never managed before, he's been thrown in deep. Oh, it was just absolutely atrocious watching that week in, week out. And especially the last couple of games when we played Sheffield Wednesday away, that was horrible. It was just bad. It was so bad under him.
Carl?
Yeah, anybody watching, put the kettle on because it could take a while. Yeah, Palak, Nathan Jones. I absolutely detested Nathan Jones's football just because of the stuff he used to come out with after. All the chest thumping and all that after we beat Leeds. His football was atrocious. Gary Rowett's wasn't much better. I know we were picking up points. It was like point after point with long balls. And yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm going to have to say Nathan Jones. Pulis football wasn't pretty, but it got us places. You know what I mean? It was a fact that Nathan Jones's football wasn't pretty, and it got us nowhere.
Also, it's relegated.
Yeah, I know.
It might surprise you that Middlesbrough, when we asked the fans this, they put Pulis as their worst ever manager.
Yeah, he never seen. He is the equivalent to Nathan Jones, isn't he? Nathan Jones can only do it at Luton. Pulis could only ever do it at Stoke. He went West Brom, he went Palace, and he never ever had success anywhere. He was just Stoke through and through. Like Nathan Jones will probably inevitably end up back at Luton one day.
Letter N then in our A to Z to finish off this week. Then has this been an easy one, Carl, or tricky?
I think I'll say easy, just because I can only think of one player, and that's Stephen Nzonzi. I was racking my brains, absolutely racking my brains, pick another player. I mean, in my time, we had Jamie Nash, Carlo Nash, but they are definitely nowhere near the quality of Nzonzi is. He's getting some stick, but he's playing okay for us again now. Scored a couple for us, World Cup winner. He was absolutely massive in our Premier League era. He just oozed class when he was at his prime. He was just so calm on the ball. He could pick a pass out. He could shoot. He could do everything. And I'm sure some older viewers may put another name in, but I can only stick Nzonzi in that.
Judge?
Yeah, Nzonzi for me. I think that's the only one I can remember of N. Got to be Nzonzi. World Cup winner. He was brilliant back at Stoke 10 years ago. He's come in, he's struggled, but he's not that age anymore, and he's still put a battle in for the badge. And yeah, I gotta love Nzonzi, what he's done for Stoke.
Yeah, absolute legend, brilliant. Right, now next week they run into a bit of a brick wall with the letter O. So can you help them out in the comments, please? Player begin with O, or we're going to let them put overhead kick in there as well. Can you think of a bicycle kick scored by a Stoke player? Who was it against? When was it? Let us know in the comments, because if they struggle next week, we're going to allow them to put an overhead kick, or a memorable overhead kick, into the A to Z, or an offside goal. That's the only other thing we can think of beginning with O. But yeah, you can let us know those ways. So yeah, can you think of a player beginning with O, or have you got a bicycle kick which we can put in there for next week? Join us for that. We're also going to be reviewing that West Brom away trip. Yes, George will be there with your vlogging as well. If you haven't yet seen George's fantastic vlogs, do go check them out. We'll put his link to his channel in the descriptions below. And we'll see you in 7 days' time. Thank you so much for all the great comments we receive on this one. We really appreciate you really love making it for you. This is the shortest form Stoke City podcast you'll find on the internet, and we're very grateful for your company. Yet again, we'll catch you, hopefully with a full house, next week. See you then.